It doesn't matter what company you keep, whether it be men or women, girls or boys, it doesn't matter. There's always one individual that stands head and shoulders above the rest. Ginger Parsons was a schoolboy legend. He had a grin as wide as the M1. He was always getting into trouble, and his jacket and the arse of his trousers had more holes in it than the top of a pepper pot. That's the sort of boy he were. If ever we were down by the river killing rats, old Ginger would always fall in. Either that or we'd push him in. And at the end of the school term, they always used to put your names up on the board. They put up who was top of the class, and old Ginger's name was always right there at the top of the list. That's providing you were standing on your head anyway. Well, there was one occasion when poor old Ginger came badly unstuck. I don't know what he'd done, but it must have been something pretty bad, because instead of getting the cane across the hand like you normally would, the teacher bent him over his desk and pasted his backside proper. Oh, blimey, Ginger couldn't stick that. He turns round, kicks the teacher on the shin, and run out of the class and wouldn't come back. Well, they sent all the officials for him, but no, he wouldn't come back. Well, of course, eventually he had to. Now, at that time, the chairman of the school governors was a man named Robert Wiley. He was a local farm owner and a landowner, and he decided he was going to make an example of Ginger, and declared that he would publicly whip him in the school playground to teach him a lesson. Oh, well, the day came. All the teachers were there, and Ginger was there. Now, this is where the laugh comes, because we used to like old Ginger. He was a good old boy, and we decided to try and help him out. So we went up to the old pit where Goodsman's Yard is at New Bradwell, and got ourselves a load of saucepans and frying pans that had been chucked there, and old tin cans, and we hid in the cow sheds next door and waited for Robert Wiley to come past. Well, eventually along he comes on his horse. We all jump out behind him, banging and clattering, making an hell of a noise. But he didn't take any notice of us, just carried on down the hill. Well, when he got to the bottom of the hill to turn up towards the school, blow me, all the women were there, lined up across the road with their aprons tucked up and their sleeves rolled up. They weren't going to let him past. Well, you see, women never used to go to work in them days. Well, oh, blimey, he took one look at them in front, and us behind, all shaking and hollering. Well, he wasn't having none of that, and he dived off as quick as he could, back up the hill off home again. So old Ginger got away with it that time and did quite well out of it. Now, years later, when we left school, most of the boys used to go and work in the railway works. But old Ginger, strange as it may seem, he went farm labouring for Robert Wiley in the finish. And years after that, when the Great War came and we all went away to fight, when we came back again, well, we left poor old Ginger behind, wrapped up nice and warm in an army blanket underneath the wooden cross. And I sometimes wonder that instead of putting Private Parsons on the cross, they might have put Ginger.
I sit on the parapet, day is a-breaking. I sit and I wonder, is Jerry awake? I'd like to peek over, see dawn at its breaking, but snipers are quick if you make a mistake. Back back in the town where I was born. People are waking this midsummer's morn. They have no cause to fear someone waiting to shoot them. It's only dawn's chill makes them shiver and shake. When Kitchener pointed his forefinger at me, I took up the challenge, went off to enlist. The barracks and square bashing didn't deter me of the life that I led. There is little I miss. I hadn't seen troops take a shell's direct hit, bullets and barbed wire that tear men to bits. Now the life of a soldier looks different to me. I won't play the hero, just try to exist. When I close my eyes, I see all the old places, the great carriage work stretching out Stratford way. And half of my friends there, I see their tired faces as they walk through the gates at the end of the day. The places we walked, the towpath, the track, half of me wishing that I could be back there, but there's no use wishing what simply can't happen. I'm here till it's over and done, come what may.